Hi, I'm Coach Lauren from Mini Hops. Welcome to our channel. Do you want to interact with our coaches in real time? We are now offering Zoom classes for kids through adults, all levels. So check out the link in the description for more information. Enjoy the video. Hello my friends, I'm Coach Lauren.
And I'm Coach Ethan.
And today we're going to be doing some stability exercises using either a chair, a bar,
or a railing.
Yep, railing, countertop, anything nice and sturdy. Alright, so we're going to start facing our bar today, or our chair. And we're going to start with a big side stretch. So my legs, my feet are a little bit wider than my hip width apart. And my toes are both facing straight forward. So I'm going to reach one arm up and stretch over to the side.
Oh, bonk. I bonked one of my birdhouses.
And this is just a really good side stretch. And we'll come back. And we're going to reach over and across with our other arm. Really help our range of motion. We're trying to make sure the weight is on both of our feet equally. And we'll come back up. Alright, let's do just that one more time on both sides. You can look down at the floor, reach your chin down. This is a good neck stretch too. And come back up. And one more time with that other arm. Good, and come back up. Alright, so we're going to do kind of that same thing, but we're going to start with our hands firmly on our chair. And we're going to take a nice big step to one side and just kind of lunge over to that foot, putting our weight on that other leg mainly, but holding on as we need to. And step back together. And then go to the other side. And come back together. And if that's easy and you don't feel like you need the support of both of your arms, you could add an arm to reach across toward that leg. And back together. And the other side. And again, you can just keep holding on if you feel like that's what you need to do. And anytime during this, we'll do it again. Anytime during this, you can take a break as you need to. You can pause, you can move ahead to exercises that are comfortable for you. Good. Alright, now we're going to take a little step back, and this will be easier for you the more stable your what you're holding on to is. So for Coach Ethan, this is going to be really good because he has a nice stable railing. But you're going to hold on and you're going to pull back with your hips so that you're really stretching your back, and we can kind of shake, we can move our hips side to side, and you can put your feet nice and wide here too. And we can do our cat and cow. We're going to round our back, try and send your belly button up, and then arch your back. So it's like our hollow and arch shape in gymnastics. So really curve that back and arch and curve and arch. Good. All right. Now I'm going to put my feet together, and I'm going to try to send just one foot straight back like a scale. And this can be as high as you want it to. You can keep it on the floor if you need, like Coach Ethan's doing, for a little more stability. And bring it back together. And try it with your other foot. Or you could lift it nice and high if that's where you're at. And kind of just pull away from your hands. Trying to lengthen out your spine. Alright, and bring your feet back together. Good job. Alright, we're going to do some different plies and releves, working on our feet. So let's start out And we're going to try to keep our ankles nice and squeeze tight all the way down our legs, okay? So we're going to bend our knees in a plie. And slowly rise up to our releve, squeezing tight. Good. And try not to be leaning too much on your support here. You could try to lift up one hand, both hands, see if you could balance. But always just have it ready to grab on as you need to. And then we'll lower our heels back to the floor and let's do another plie. And stretch up into our releve. Good. And again, test your balance. Nice. You could make your airplane arms if you're ready for that, and come back down anytime you need to. But try and join us in our releve. And then we'll come back down. And let's do one more plie here. And straighten. And releve. So this is a good time too to figure out where you feel comfortable and where you feel a little less sturdy. Is it when you're in your plie? When you're bending your knees? Is that when you feel less stable? Or is it up in your releve? Or is it the transition between the two? That'll tell you a lot about what you need to work on and what will help you. So, all right, now we're going to put our feet a little further apart. I have my toes kind of going at a little bit of an angle, but it's whatever is comfortable for you. So we're going to do another plie, making sure your knees are going straight over your toes. And stretch up to straight legs and up on our releve. It's a little bit trickier to balance in our releve with our feet apart like this. So this might be a little bit more challenging. So just do what feels comfortable for you. And you can continue to plie and go up to releve. You kind of choose your own speed for this. And back down. Good. And test your balance. And let's do it one more time. Plie. And releve. Good. Alright, and come back down. Alright, let's shake out those legs. Alright, so now we're still facing our support here, and we're going to step back with one foot, making sure our front knee is bent and our back leg is nice and straight. So this is like our lucky lunge shape. And I'm pushing with my arms nice and straight, my back nice and tall. Oops. And I'm just really getting a really good calf stretch with my back leg there. Alright. You could try turning your toe out and turning it in. This is stretching different areas of your calf. And then we'll come back up and switch sides. Turning out and turning in. Nice. Alright, now you really want to have something stable, more like what Coach Ethan has, but you're going to step 2 feet back, so they're both in that stretched calf, and I have a straight back all the way from my head to my heels. And I'm going to try my push-ups. So again, you might not want to do this with a chair. Mine is pretty sturdy, but you don't want it moving under you. And we're just going to try our push-ups. As many as is comfortable. And then we'll come back up. Alright. So before we move to holding on with just one hand, let's get a drink of water because we're working pretty hard here. I'm gonna scoot my chair over here so you can see me face on a little better. Alright, so I'm holding on with my left hand, but you can start with either hand on. We're gonna switch hands, so we'll do both sides. But we're gonna scoot our feet a little bit further away from our support here. And we're gonna stick our hip out as we curve our body and reach toward that bar. Getting a nice, good side stretch again. And you can turn your head so you're looking at the floor, continuing that stretch into your neck. Alright, and come back up. Alright, we're going to try some leg swings. So with that outside leg, the one further from your supported arm here, you're just going to relax your hip and really let your leg just swing loosely while staying stable on that standing leg. Your other arm can go out to the side. It can swing along with your leg if you want. That might add an extra challenge. Good. So this is really just to loosen up that hip and to practice stability on that standing leg. All right. So now we're going to lift up that leg in front of us. And again, it's the one that's further from the bar that we're using. And we're making our scale. And I want you to try to test your balance again. And again, you can grab on as you need to. You can reach with both hands if necessary. You could put a chair on both sides if you wanted to. But this is just to help our stability and our balance. Nice. And then we'll lower it down. Wiggle it out a little bit. And let's try to this side. Try to keep that leg straight, but if it's not straight, that's okay. We're mainly just focusing on our balance right now. So trying to balance. And balancing will work a little easier if your weight is more in the front of your foot instead of on your heel. Alright, good. Shake it out again. And now we're going to try behind us in an arabesque. Way back there. And so I'm kind of tipping my body forward a little bit to kind of counteract what my leg is doing. Good. And it will help too if you spot, look at one little spot right at eye level, straight ahead of you. That is another thing that will help your balance quite a bit. Good. Ooh, let's shake that out a little bit. You might feel your standing leg hip is kind of feeling that. All right, let's try our passe. You can either go parallel or you can turn out, whatever is more comfortable for you, and anywhere in between. But we're going to try balancing with our passe. See how long you can do it. And again, just grab on anytime you feel a little unstable. Nice. Good. And if this is really easy for you, if this is too easy, you could try going up on releve. You could add releve to any of these exercises to make an extra challenge for yourself. All right, and come on down, shake it out. Let's grab some water before we move on to our other side. How you doing, Quentin?
I'm great.
So, I'm gonna scoot my chair over here, but I think you'll still be able to see. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna do those same exercises with our other foot. So put your other hand on the bar and we're going to send our feet over and reach with that arm toward our support. Yep. Alright, we're going to do our leg swings again. So again with your outside leg, because we don't want to bonk our support. You're just going to really release that hip flexor and just let it swing. Let your whole leg swing. This might feel good after standing on this leg for the other side we just did. So let's try those scales again. So we're going to point our toe and lift up our foot right in front of us. And we don't have to be perfect today. We're just trying our best. Try and keep that weight more in the front of your foot. And if you need an extra challenge, trying it up on releve. As needed. And we'll come on down and shake it out. Shake it out. Release those hips. And let's try to the side. So lift that leg out to the side. You can drop it down and touch the floor if you need to too. That might be a different way of finding your stability. But always try and see how long you can test that balance. This is very tricky. You can just keep that hand on the bar, and you can even keep that toe on the floor. Just finding that balance on your standing leg and keeping that weight over there is gonna be a big step into finding that balance and stability for you. All right, and we're gonna lower that leg and shake it up. Now same thing to the back in arabesque, and try and lift that leg up. And right when you feel comfortable, slowly lift that other arm off the bar. Grab it back on as you need to. You can also do this one facing the bar if you need to find a little more support with both of your arms. This will help you keep a nice form so you're not twisting in your upper body as you find that balance. Alright, and then drop it down, shake it out, shake, shake, shake. Good, and we're going to find that passe again with this other leg. So again, it's the one not by your stability right here. So, and you can turn out or turn it in. And you can choose your own arms. You might want to do some ballet arms, high fifth or right in front of you. But our airplane arms are always a good place to start out. Nice. Alright, and come on down, shake it out again. Grab some water. Just have a few more stretches that we can do facing away from our bar. Alright, so let's try some of those ones out. So you're going to stand in front of it, grabbing behind. And we're just going to start out with a chest stretch here. So I'm just going to this one's more up to you. You can kind of do whatever feels good. I like to kind of move my shoulders forward and back, one at a time. Maybe try both. You can kind of do a plie if that feels good. But this is really just something that will feel good for you, whatever feels good. Chest stretch. Alright, and then I'm going to make sure I'm holding on a little tighter here, and I'm going to just do some soccer kicks. So It's kind of like our leg swings when we just really release that hip, but I'm gonna go in front of my other leg and just swing it from side to side in front here. And what I want you to focus on is making sure that your weight is solidly on your other foot. So if you needed to, like, would you be able to do it without any hands? I want you to try to find that balance even while you're holding on. Good. And we'll set that leg down, and this will feel good on our other hip that was standing there. But we're just going to do the same thing with that leg. Again, we're challenging our standing muscles to keep that stability. And you can continue on that leg here for a few more times. Good. And come on down. All right. Thank you for joining us today. So those were just some fun stability exercises to do using a bar or a different kind of stability equipment. So yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Keep an eye out for more videos. Bye guys.